Hello, beautiful friends. This is Erika here to do a special love letter from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I want to welcome all of you to my channel. If you're brand new, so glad you're here. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. Just a couple of quick announcements before I get started. I have been getting a bunch of questions. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, and I'm so glad you guys are here. And I know some of you guys have been asking questions about the hot and cold of the Divine Masculine, the ghosting, why it happens, why they come in touch, and why then they leave all of a sudden. If I know many of you have been asking about that in the comments, and I just want to alert you to the fact I did a video on that a little while ago. So if you just search the title, something like "Why the Divine Masculine Ghosts" on my actual channel, you should find that video, and hopefully you'll get your answers there to help you navigate that part of the journey. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do a love letter from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. What we're going to cover is where he's at right now in his life in general. Where is he regarding union? What he's currently working on, what he's consciously thinking and feeling about his Divine Feminine, what he feels is going really well in his life and what energy is supporting him, what he's being challenged with, and what he just really wants her to know. So we're just going to get started. I feel like there's some other announcements I have, but I'm not quite remembering them at this moment. And if I remember them through the reading, I will mention them, but let's just get started and see where the Divine Masculine is overall. And there will be what I'm calling a more intimate conversation with the Divine Masculine that will be available if this is resonating for you. Now, this won't resonate for everybody, as this is a general message, but no matter when you're reaching this video, it is intended to be timeless. So if the message sounds like it's specific to you, that's Spirit's way of bringing you the information when you're meant to hear it. So let's get started with where's the masculine energy right now in general in his life. And we're getting healer. This is beautiful. So many of them have been doing their healing work. This could be energy healing. This could be healing, awakening, childhood, shadow work, any of this. Some of them may be really opening up to the fact that they have powerful healing gifts. And more than anything, what this is about them having faith in their abilities and staying true to their path. So many of the masculines have been in this place of understanding their newfound gifts, their spiritual gifts that they've had all along that they've now remembered that they forgot. You know, the intuition, the synchronicities, the signs, the dance that happens with the universe. And so this is about him really starting to have faith in what he's getting from his intuition. So that's a beautiful message of to start with here. So let's see where he's at right now regarding union. Where is the Divine Masculine at regarding union? And also, those of you that are new, I am an intuitive reader. Some decks I do reversals in, some I don't, and some depends on if Spirit has me keep them reversed. Most of the time I don't read them reversed. So just know I'm going with the energies. I'm not a by-the-book tarot reader. So let's see where he's at regarding union right now. We're getting the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Tower. Well, definitely some of these masculines are in a crossroads. They're wanting their feminines to understand that they're at this point where they're kind of not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but they're a little bit shaky here with this Two of Pentacles. They want to continue this partnership. They want to have this vision. They want to continue on with their feminine in this world. And they could be having some sort of a massive breakthrough right now. you know, because this is, both of these cards could be being at a bit of a crossroads, knowing that he's at a major juncture in his life, but he's had to come to this point in order to make his breakthrough. It's like the old stuff isn't going to work anymore, and it's clear to him that he's right now in a point of, I can go this way or I can go this way. There's no more avoiding making this decision, choosing my path. But that's what's causing this breakthrough. Some of them may be going to counseling or seeking out a mentor in order to be able to help them navigate this phase of their journey. But when we're getting the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Tower here, it's like, this is the moment. You know, he wants you to know that this is this moment that is pivotal in his experience with you. So, what is the masculine consciously working on in his life right now? What does he want his feminine to understand he's consciously working on? What is the masculine working on, please? Yeah, the Five of Wands. Getting out of competition, getting out of conflict, getting out of fighting it. What else is he? Here's that healing energy, the Star card, the healer. And what else is he working on? One final card, please. And the King of Wands, exactly. He's in this sort of crossroads energy. Being at the crossroads is like all these different factions fighting him in his life, you know, all the things that he has battled. It's like it's kind of all coming at him at once. But these guys are fighting each other and they don't even really know what they're fighting. They're just fighting because the other guy's raising his stick and then the other guy's raising his stick. It's like there's this energy of chaos and competition here. And the energy of the Five of Wands is also having competing goals. It's like, I have these things in my life and they don't all go together. I want them all, but they don't fit together. So I'm conflicted because this doesn't match with this, even though they're both right. So it's a bit of that change, but that's what he's healing right now. This is feeling hopeful, being aligned, doing the healing work, doing the emotional healing work. Because he knows in order to get to his wish fulfillment, he's got to address some of these things that have caused him to be in this crossroads. How have I gotten myself here? What has led me to this point? And then look at what's happening under this Tower is this King of Wands taking action, being clear, knowing where he wants to go, being a leader, being mature. So what feels like right now, it feels like he's working through healing where he's been conflicted so that he can take action. It's like he's like, enough of this bullshit. I know I've been conflicted. I know I've been at this crossroads, not knowing which way to go, being indecisive. Because this is also about being in the distorted masculine versus in the energy of divine masculine. The old world and the new world. The old way of being and the new way of being. And there's been a lot of breaking away from his old life, his old habits, his old patterns, sometimes even old friendships, relationships. And this is what's been causing this conflict. But he knows where he wants to go. He wants to continue this partnership with his feminine. He wants to continue what they've started. He wants the world. And the breakthrough coming is he's working on how he's going to take action towards his feminine. So let's see what he's consciously thinking about his feminine and what he's feeling about her. What's the masculine consciously thinking about his feminine right now? All right. I'm going to take all of these, or three. The Fool, the King of Cups, and the Moon. And the Knight of Swords was kind of over here. So it does feel like he's very much ready to move forward with taking this action. This is the breakthrough that's coming, because he feels this very deeply with his feminine. He's letting go of the fears. He is trusting his intuition more and more. This is the leap of faith that he's taking, is trusting his intuition, because he knows he has these deep emotions for his feminine. That's not a question whatsoever. He is afraid of being a little bit too impulsive here. He doesn't want to just like charge forward too quickly. But this is a very intuitive, fluid, like this is him being connected to his emotional body. And because he's connected to his emotional body, it's almost like this knight was just over here, which is, the knight is a mental energy and truth. And the knight's over here, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go with my heart and my intuition right now. I'm having faith in my abilities to trust my intuition, my ability to heal this situation. Let's see where he is in his heart space relating to his feminine. I thought it was interesting that this guy was like thrown out over here and these three were here, because he's moving away from this mental energy. He's really tuning in to his heart. Let's see where he is in his heart space relating to her. We're getting the Fool and the Magician here. Yeah. 2 more, please. Thank you. Yep. It's interesting that the Moon and the 9 of Swords are in the same position. So he knows this is manifesting. He knows this has manifested, and he's ready to just go for this, embarking on this new journey. His head is in the Fool space, but his heart is in the manifestation already. His heart is just a little bit ahead of his head, his conscious mind. But it's leading him, because it's the progression of the 0 to the 1 here. And it's interesting, we're getting 2 swords energies in the heart space, because this is what it's what he's breaking out of. This feels like the last remnants of the old way of being, the old way of thinking and feeling. I love that the Moon is in the conscious space, though, where it's like the bigger energy is the Moon instead of the 9 of Swords. That's why I feel like the Page of Swords and the 9 of Swords, that's very old energy, very immature energy that's on its way out. Because in the conscious mind, we've got the King, we've got the Moon. Those are big energies. Mature energy here. This is immature energy with the Page of Swords, and 9 of Swords is anguish, mental anguish, and fear. But this is so solid here, the Fool and the Magician, that this is on its way out. It's like, almost like if I push these cards out of the way, let's see what's coming. Actually, I'm going to just see what's coming when those get out of the way in the heart space. Here we go, the 3 of Pentacles, which he's inspired by his feminine, by her leadership, by her emotional connection to him, but to herself and her intuition and her knowing. She's teaching him. Yeah, he's dropping this. That's on its way out. It's on its way out. This fear. Bye. I'm just going to move it over here because it just doesn't feel like it belongs. But it's demonstrating really that it's on the way out. So this is really what we need to have here for the masculine. So let's see what energy he feels is supporting him. Like, what does he feel is going really well in his life? The 10 of Swords, there it is, the ending of the mental challenges. Like I said, these Swords energies are on their way out. what's going well is the completion of this cycle. That's why he's healing. You know, here this guy is stabbed in the back. He's done. And the completion is what's supporting it. It's what he knows is going well. That's why he's got the Fool card here too. Embarking on a new journey, the brand new beginning of the new journey. So this is an energy that's supporting him. Let's see what he wants his feminine to understand about what he feels is challenging him. So he's saying to his feminine, I know that the completion has been necessary. It's the ending of that cycle. What does he feel is challenging him? The Nine of Cups, believing in wish fulfillment. That's what he's healing, because this is wish fulfillment with the Star, and this is wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. So this is what he's working on. The bigger energy is what he's working on. So it feels like he's made progress here. Because he's recognized the need to do this healing work, and it's already making an impact. But he's being challenged with the Nine of Cups. I do have to mention this for some of them. Some of them may be drinking too much, a little bit, because the Ten of Swords can be about ending of addictions, and the Nine of Cups can sometimes be a card about someone who's drinking too much. 9 cups around one guy here. That's just for a small segment of you guys, but I do want to mention it because it's coming in here. So some of them may be ending an addiction, may not be to drinking, but it could be to past patterns in relationships, could be to, things like video games or any sort of escapism. But there's definitely that something coming in there. Let's see what else is he wants her to know is supporting him, what he feels like is going well. Yeah, he feels like there's been really good foundation laid with this feminine. He feels like the universe is supporting him with the timing of everything. It's like there's this, sorry, I have ashes on my table here from my wood that I burned prior to cleanse my space. He does feel like divine timing is supporting him. And he's starting to understand and see how the work that he's put in is going to come to harvest soon. What else is challenging the masculine? What does he want his feminine to understand about what's challenging him? And the World card. Again, he's either being challenged with completing one chapter, or he's being challenged with the belief that he can have it all. Because the Nine of Cups and the World card, this is about having it all. Everything that you've ever wanted. And it's right here. And it's in his challenge position. And guys, it's interesting if you watch the video I did for the letter for the feminine to the masculine, you'll see an interesting mirroring happening there. So let's see what he wants her to know. Let's see what else the masculine really wants his feminine to know. What is important for the feminine to know from the masculine, please? All right, I'm going to take the ones that all came out. We're getting Judgment, we're getting the Sun, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So he's really evaluating where he is in his life, being at this place. He's at this crossroads. He's healing. He knows he's not lived his life the way he wants to. He wants this happiness. He wants this new start. He wants to live his life from emotional fulfillment. He wants to take action here towards his feminine. He wants to communicate. Some of them may still be in this place where they're may have some communication about still being stuck or trapped in some sort of place, feeling powerless. But some of them may be wanting to make sure that they move forward when they are clear and confident. And the page is a little bit uncertain, can be a little impulsive. But things are transforming. Big time. He is on the way of ending a chapter. He's being challenged with it, but it is happening. We're getting a lot of completion energy here for the masculine. Tell me why this Page of Wands and Eight of Swords is here, please. Get a little more clarity on that. There it is, reconciliation. So for some of them, they still may be in a third-party situation. There might be another person in their lives. For some of you, not for all of you. But this is where they may feel like they're a little bit trapped and powerless, but they want to reconcile with you. They want the Six of Cups. They're remembering fondly you and your relationship. Because I'm seeing the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is why I'm saying some of them may be in a third-party relationship right now, another person. That they may have been really impulsive about starting, and now they're a little stuck, and they want to come back to you. Because this is where they're evaluating what they want. I mean, look at this. The Judgment, the Sun, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Fool, the King of Cups. I mean, these are huge energies happening. I mean, this is not just a, low energy kind of a reading. This is very intense. Lots of major arcanas here. What else does he want her to know? Here we go, the Four of Wands. All right, Divine Feminines who are watching this. No matter what is going on in the dynamic, your masculine wants you to know very clearly that he wants reconciliation with you. He wants to move forward. He knows how he feels about you. He is transforming. He is clearing out the old. He is evaluating his life, and he wants happiness. He wants emotional fulfillment. He wants this new start in love. And some of them may have a little something to get rid of here in order to make this movement to reconcile. But regardless of whether there's somebody else or not in your life, in his life, this is what he wants you to know. He wants this stability. He wants this soulmate partnership. I mean, again, look at all these incredible energies that are here. And even if we add in these guys, these energies, well, Three of Pentacles is a beautiful energy, but like, if we add in these guys, we still have all these beautiful energies. So it's like, and they're big cards. They're the major arcanas. All of these, quote unquote, not so good energies. Page of Swords isn't necessarily a bad energy, but it depends on the energies around it. And the Knight of Swords isn't bad either. It's just like these two guys. Even with these, even with the juggling and the Five of Wands here, it's like, it's clear. All right, lovelies. Well, that is the message from the feminine. Now, if this has been resonating for you and feeling like this is a message that specific for your situation, I'm going to go and do a more intimate conversation right now with the Divine Masculine. We're going to go and do a message about how he's feeling about the relationship with her, what he admires about her, what he secretly wants her to know, what he's afraid to admit or say to his feminine, why he's afraid to admit it or say it to her, what he's looking forward to with her, how he's feeling sexually towards her, and what he's in the process of surrendering right now, and what he'd love his feminine to surrender as well. So if you want to get more detailed and more intimate with the Divine Masculine, please join me over in the video on my website. The link to access that is down below. And if this is where we part ways, I hope this has been supportive and helpful for you. And I send you so much love. Until next time. Bye.